Hi. Well, we're still on a fall theme here. I'm going to show you a couple of other things that weren't in the newsletter, but they're on our new page on the website for fall goodies. And one of them is, I know this is an older book, but this is Rebecca Smith's, and her work is just beautiful. Her designs, everything about her work. This is wool applique folk art for all seasons. And what we did is these two pillows here. We had a girl, Julie, another Julie, in Maine, who stitched for us, and she put them on a runner. And this is the sample she did for us. We love it like this because it's a little bit more user-friendly than a pillow. Pillows are great, but we just think this is really cute. You can, if you wanted to put them as placemats, you could do them halfway. And wonderful green pumpkin, and then with the squirrel. Or the bird. I was looking at it wrong. So that's just one of the patterns that's in this book by Rebecca Smith, and that's on our website. With all the interest of the Oxford Punch Needle, this is a pumpkin that I did a few years back, and this is punched directly on the wool. This is some dyed wool. I was going to make a pillow top out of it, and I just haven't gotten it done. I used an Oxford Fine, a number 14, and you can use our merino, you can use our worsted weight. This is for your finer yarns, and I transferred my design on here and just punched it. So it makes a really pretty pumpkin for a pillow, or you could do something else with it. Eventually I'll get it finished as a pillow though. But real easy to do. You're punching, you have no background that you have to fill in. Makes for a very fast, easy project. There's lots of things you could do with that. Snowmen faces, Santa faces, wools that you might not have a use for or enough to do anything with. This is a great way to use them up. Another one of our new products that we're really excited about, these are our bent tip needles, and much bigger case, easier to use, and it comes with 6 needles. So these are the bent tip, just like the chibis that we used to carry. But you have 6 different colors, all in the case. They work beautifully. You wouldn't think a blunt bent tip would be good for going through your layers of your binding tape and your 2 layers of your linen or monk's cloth, but it just goes through like butter, pulls your yarn right through. That set is $6.99, so it's $7 for 6 needles and the case. Easy to find, cute little gift item. You know, buy a couple packs of them, and you can just put one with some binding tape for a friend for a gift. I love dried botanicals and stuff, and with all the applique things and the bowl fillers, these are wonderful little bowl fillers. If you applique a small pin cushion or something, you can tuck it in a larger basket, larger box. It's one of our ruler boxes. So if you just have something cute sitting in there. This is one of our big pumpkin pin cushions. You can see how fat, and it just makes a pretty, instead of potpourri or whatever, it gives you a nice fall feeling for your pin cushion. And this is the tomato for these big pin cushions. And our kits come with a little bit of crushed walnut shell. All of your fabric pieces are all pre-cut in your directions. Easy, easy, easy to do. And they are $16.99, and all you need is stuffing. And you can stuff it with your scraps or your ends or whatever you want to do. And you can choose a tomato or a pumpkin. Our spinner pin cushions. These are still going like crazy, and we bought a lot of these bases, so we still have inventory in those. And for fall, you can do them with the pumpkins. And I'm going to put this kit up without the spinner. So if you already have the spinner, say you got it in the teals or reds or other colors, and you want to do it up in the pumpkin colors, we'll have this kit available on the website, so you can buy just the kit, so if you already have the spinner. And we also have, if you have the spinner, you can buy the pattern to do the pin cushions in the PDF download. Now this is just a silly little thing that we did playing around. This is one of our little cone trees, like we did in the light green and the rose for spring. And then we've done it to be candy corn. And I don't know if you can see the orange lights there or not, but we're going to be doing this on our second Tuesday. You can also order the kit online if you're not local to do our second Tuesday. What our second Tuesday is the second Tuesday of every month. We're going to do a light luncheon and a make it and take it. You come, bring your hooking, bring your stuff, because the project's not going to take all day. It's just going to be fun, little, easy things. And the candy corn will be our first one. And the lunch, I think we're doing a harvest lunch, and it's pumpkin soup and something good for desserts. I'm not sure yet, but come join us for that. Our classroom is set up to be socially distanced, so we can have people in here, a single person to a table or two people to a table if they're traveling together and comfortable with that. But we can space you out. If the weather's nice, we can go out in the garden and sit and do stuff or have lunch. So we have lots of room to fit the recommended people for our classroom, actually way less than the recommended people for our classroom. Another cute pattern we have for Halloween is Mildew Man. And this is just a quickie. And this one here, you can see I have sculpted around his neck, and I have sculpted the leaves in the corner. And he's called Mildew Man because the robe that he's wearing looks like it's all yucky and stained and mildewed. So this is Mildew Man. And he has a pumpkin head, and he's holding a little sculpted pumpkin head in his arms too. So that's a nice pattern. That is, like all of our patterns, they're all hand drawn on linen. And it's $32.99, and it's a 13 by 21 inch pattern. So that's the pattern for Mildew Man. You can hook him or you can punch him. And I think that covers everything for this episode. Thank you for listening, and happy hooking and stitching.